Hey, Jack Squad, YouTube family. How everybody doing on this wonderful Saturday? Listen, let me get right into it. I watched in its entirety, over 2 hours, the Thornton Township board meeting. When I tell y'all, it was wild, it was reckless, it was loud, it was all the things, right? These people are so upset. And the mayor acts like, well, she's a supervisor over there in Thornton Township. Supervisor Tiffany Henyard acts like she don't understand why they are upset. Yeah, you grow great parties, you got the kids, you're doing all this frivolous stuff, but they want to know about that money. You can have as many skate parties, Easter egg hunts, Juneteenth celebrations you want. They want to know about that money. So listen, they was to have the meeting. They had the meeting Thursday. They were to have it, I think Tuesday or Wednesday. They canceled it without telling the people. People was already there assembled in the meeting area, and then she had her henchman, Keith Freeman, come out and say, ain't no meeting today, after people that already came and got there, right? So anyway, they had it Thursday. And she was very nonchalant. They all looked very nonchalant, right? Anyway, when it come time, people said their comments. People are frustrated with her. And I wish just one time when people are voicing their concerns and saying, where's our money? What are you doing? You going to jail? She would say something. Don't just, and then she's disrespectful of them. She's looking down, right? And she's not even looking at them. You can't even look the people in their face. If you would just act like you was concerned, things might go a little better for you and say, listen, y'all, just wait and see, or say something nice. She says nothing. Well, she let the people have their comments, and it was heated. It was heated. Those people are furious, right? And a lot of them come from Dalton, but it's still, I guess it's still Thornton Township. I don't know how that works, right? Because they were saying, well, we in Dalton, it's still the township, so on and so forth. Because Dalton is its own entity, right? Listen, those people are very, very upset, and rightfully so. Because on the one hand, and she keeps saying, yeah, because y'all know all what I do. Y'all just these 5 or 10 people that don't like me and just doing this for clicks and views and social media. FBI don't come to your town, ma'am, and investigate because of social media. They don't come down there and investigate you because of something about some social media, ma'am. They don't do that, right? It's something going on. But if you listen to her, if I didn't know any better, I would believe her. Like, oh, they're just talking. But when it come time to pay their vendors, right? That's a separate area, and they have to vote on paying the vendors. And the one guy, I don't know his name, Gutierrez, I don't know his name, but he sits on the end. So they didn't want to pay the vendor. There was a guy that cut the grass. They say, what about, they got a program for the children, for the youth to get paid pretty good money for a kid. They get 13 and $14 an hour. The driver gets 16 to cut the seniors' grass. They have a program to cut the seniors' grass in Thornton. So all the seniors, they get their grass cut. They don't have to pay for that, right? Which is a good thing. And the youth do it. And I think it's called the ZAP program or something like that. The youth do it. But the youth don't start until June when school is out. And then they go back to school in September. So they still have September and October. They have to cut the seniors' grass. Well, when I tell y'all they hemmed and hawed and argued for an hour and a half about, are we going to pay the vendors? And the main one that they did not want to pay is the guy that cut the grass. Now, he's already done the work. He wanted to get paid for his 30 days worth of work that he has done. And they refused to pay him. And when I tell you the man's name, the trustee Stan Brown, the man himself who does the cutting, they got up and pleaded their case 2 and 3 and 4 times, and they said no. And the reason why they said no, in my opinion, is because they're tired of spending money frivolously for their friends, right? When that guy got up and talked about it, he said, my kid's going to be hungry. We're going to lose this. We're going to lose that. And then he asked the trustee, how much do you get paid? You get your money. It was a thing. It was a thing, y'all. And it went on, that portion went on for about an hour and a half. Because when I saw it, I said, now, do I have 2.5 hours to be looking at this? But I did because I didn't want to miss nothing. I'm already invested. I'm invested into the Thornton-Dalton situation in the alleged public corruption. So I'm invested. So I got to watch it. I watched it all this morning. But I had to wait till I had a fresh mind. Because if it's at the end of the day, I wouldn't have watched. I ain't got time. I got to watch my shows. So I watched it, right? And I'm telling you, the reason why people are angry, didn't want to pay, yes, the people need their money for the work they've already did. It was a photographer, a videographer, the guy that cut the grass, the landscaper guy, and somebody else. Is because Tiffany has spent too much money. She has spent too much money. Too much money is not where it's supposed to be, and the people are furious. So the vendors not getting paid is collateral damage in my mind. They want to prove a point to Tiffany, and the board has to vote, and they didn't vote. They didn't. The majority ruled that we're not paying them, right? And people was in the audience. Let me tell you, some black ladies. One thing you can't do is mess with some old black aunties, because they're gonna tell you what they got to say. They're going to tell you, and you're going to hear what they got to say. And they kept calling order, you out of order, you out of order. And they kept talking. And then they got a big, fine-looking policeman, right? He would come over, and one time he said everybody clear the room, and they didn't move. Them ladies did not move. And then he said, okay, well, y'all just calm down. Like, one lady had on a T-shirt, front and back, it said, y'all going to jail, in big, bold letters. I said, ooh, look at that. Them folks mad, y'all. And rightfully so. Because I want to believe that Tiffany is not that stupid. I really want to believe that. She says she's the first African-American woman. She's the first something else. She's the first of some stuff, right? I want to believe in her. I do. But the deck is stacked against you. The deck is stacked against you, sis. Them people, first of all, the FBI don't come down frivolously. They ain't just coming down because somebody called them. It's already been some investigating done, right? They willing to pay Mayor Lori Lightfoot, I want 30,000, how many thousand? They willing to pay her to do some investigating. And people want to know where the money is. And she keeps saying, we got money. We got plenty of money. I don't know why y'all don't want to pay the vendors. Then she tried to override it to pay this guy. See, this guy's probably her friend, the landscaper cut the grass guy, right? Because they do a lot of, what's that word when you hire family members and stuff? They do a lot of that there, and they are in trouble now, allegedly, because her and Keith Freeman was trying to force somebody to fire somebody to hire somebody that they wanted in. So they do a lot of that. I can't think of the word right now, forgive me. But they do a lot of that, right? And so evidently this guy, when I tell y'all he pleaded this case, and every time somebody else would talk, he'll come back again and plead his case. They're not getting ready to pay you, bro. They're not getting ready to pay you. You are collateral damage for what Tiffany has done. And evidently they know that him and Tiffany are in cahoots. And you know. And then the one trustee said, I even get out there and cut the scene's grass. Okay, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. He was fighting for the man to get his money. And I get it. If you do a job, get your money. But the point of the matter is they're tired of putting out money for what Tiffany wants. They're tired of that, right? And she said, now y'all see they ain't going to try to pay y'all and so on and so forth. When I tell y'all it was a heated battle for an hour and 45 minutes, the whole thing was about 2 hours and 43 minutes, right? But the battle, after everybody talked, was like an hour and a half. An hour and a half. When I tell you they was going back and forth, and the board said, no, we're not paying none of the vendors. Not paying them, right? So they are embroiled. This is what this is called, an embroiled battle. The residents and the administration in Thornton as well as in Dalton. I want to believe in Tiffany. I do. I want to believe in her. She's a black woman. I want to believe in her, but you done fucked up the thing, sis. I truly believe you done messed up the thing. Because if they said what they said about them firemen, you done reached into the pension fund and they health benefits and all of that, and it's not going where it's supposed to go, to nationwide or whatever it's supposed to go. You dead ass wrong, right? You more than dead wrong. The list goes on and on and on and on. You know, from denying business licenses to buying up property somebody else won't, to bullying, just plain old bullying business folks and residents, the police force, bullying on people. Like, it's just too much. It's too much. And your expenditures are not matching up to what they're supposed to be. I believe they over there probably falsifying documents. The lady said, y'all over there cooking the books. I don't know, but I hope she know that the feds don't play. They're dead serious, right? So I just thought I'd give y'all an update. If you can, it's called the, I get that information from the Lansing Journal. I guess that's the newspaper there in over there in Thornton and Dalton, right? And so, you know, that's what it is, y'all. The people are furious. The people are furious. And they're mad because she just does things her way. Like, she canceled the meeting and didn't even bother to tell the people. And she had Keith Freeman come out and face the firing squad. Like, them people done got there. It's 90 degrees. And then most of the people are seniors and elderly. They done got all the way there. And then you said, we ain't having no meeting today. And I believe that's her boyfriend that always stand over there in the corner looking intimidating. Like, I don't know. This is like, I keep saying this is either she playing Monopoly or she thinks she the Gestapo. I don't know which one it is, y'all. But anyway, y'all make sure y'all like, share, comment, and subscribe. Like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel, Jackie with a Q. I appreciate all of my new subs. Appreciate you. Welcome to the Jack Squad, right? So y'all have a wonderful weekend, and everybody be good. Bye-bye.